I'm Prasant Thakre. Welcome in the series of AWS Solution Architect Certification Exam. So today in this sessions we are going to cover the question related to the EBS volume types and when and where we can use such kind of EBS volumes. It is related to that following the most cost-effective approach. So let's jump on the question. A customer has a legacy application with large amount of data. So let me mark the hint point here. It is talking about the dealing with the large amount of data. The files accessed by the application are approximately 10 GB but are rarely accessed. So we are talking about the infrequent access. It is rarely being used, but whenever it is being used, it is being used continuously. The customer is migrating the application to AWS, would like to use the Amazon EC2 and Amazon EBS. What is the least expensive EBS volume type for this use case? So there is one more hint point. We need to search for those options which is the least expensive and fulfilling these three requirements. So dealing with a large amount of data but rarely exist, then we should not go for the provision IOPS or general purpose SSD. The reason is that it is most expensive, and this kind of EBS volume is not useful if you are going forward for that extracting some data from the large amount of data set and doing some analysis or doing some ETL kind of work, because they are not cost effective. The cold SSD is the least expensive here, and it is very useful when you are having such kind of scenario where you are going to access the data rarely, and it is huge amount of data, and as well as it is most cost effective. Throughput optimized is the bit expensive to the cold SSD, so I'm marking it as wrong because all the requirement is fulfilled by the cold SSD. So when you are in exam, keep in mind that when it is talking about the least expensive, then just first find out that which EBS volume is least expensive, and then check that okay it is fit for the other requirement or not, then proceed further. So here I have covered the comparison between the solid state drives and the hard disk drives. And solid state drive, there are the two versions or two flavors are available: general purpose and provision IOPS. So the hard disk drive, just keep in mind like that you cannot use for the boot volume. So this is not required for the boot volume. And provision IOPS provide you the good amount of the IOPS. It is around 500 Mbps is the throughput, and IOPS is more than 32,000. So here in this all kind of EBS volume, you can see that you are having the highest IOPS available into the provisioned IOPS SSD. So when we are talking about that continuous read and write in the file or some kind of scenario, then go for provisioned IOPS. And here you can see that generally such kind of volume is being used for that database purpose: MongoDB, Cassandra, MySQL, Oracle. And as well as when you are configuring your RDS, you can choose what kind of EBS volume you want to configure with your database. So make sure that you are going with the highest IOPS, and it is provided by the provisioned IOPS SSD. And other thing is like that general purpose SSD is like common SSD, and most of the times we configure the general purpose SSD. It is recommended for the most workloads, like you are having application server and you want some cache memory or something like that, then you can use persisting such kind of data like Redis or something. You can use general purpose SSD. And the main purpose of using general purpose SSD is the system boot volume. So whenever in the question it is coming like that boot volume, then first preference is this one. If it is talking about that the database, then go for the provisioned IOPS. If it is talking about the big data, data warehousing, log processing, then go for the throughput optimized STD. And when it is talking about that the less frequently accessed workload, then go for the cold STD. Cold STD provide the same things whatever the throughput optimized is providing with the cheaper cost, but it is designed for less frequent access, and it cannot be, both cannot be a boot volume. Already I have covered. There is only one difference, that max IOPS volume into the throughput optimized STD is more than cold STD. So this is all from my side. One more slide I want to cover here, that is related to the difference between the EBS, EFS, Instance Store, S3 and Glacier. Just go through it because here it is mentioned like that when and where we can use such kind of storage services. These all are the storage services. So it will be helpful if questions are coming related to which is the good storage option for such kind of scenario, then you can provide the correct answer by using this table.